who's out there watching. I'm officially going live on multiple platforms. So if you are tuning in, whether it be live or after the fact, I thank you for taking the time to drop in, say hi, and give you guys a couple of updates. So for those of you who haven't seen or seen any of my posts on the on Instagram, specifically a story that I created, I've got episode 86 dropping tomorrow. And episode 86 is all about 1 year later, the effects of the pandemic. And it's literally three different aspects we are going to look at with a different lens. We're going to be going and looking, and I'm going to be reflecting on our lives as educators, how that has changed from before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and where we currently are. Not necessarily where we're going, but where we currently are. And then we're looking at the life of a student, pre-pandemic, pandemic, right in the middle of all of it, and then lastly, where we are now. And then the next one, which is quite as important as the others, is definitely our personal lives, how that has changed from pre-pandemic to right in the middle of it to where we are now. So it's a great episode. I get a little personal in this one, which I really don't like to do too much. But this one, I'm joined by my good friend Steak and Potatoes. So those of you on IG checking that out, it's Steak, Potatoes, myself. Great conversation and reflection about 1 year later with the pandemic, where we were about 6 months ago, and where we are now. So make sure that you definitely check out episode 86. Subscribe to the podcast on any of your favorite podcast apps out there, and make sure that you let me know your thoughts. And please share the podcast with others out there, because I'd love to grow our PLN, and I'd love for the EdTech Bites podcast to be a part of your PLN as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, and hopefully you guys will hear from me tomorrow, episode 86.